You're always so quick to say, I am angry, or I'm upset, or I'm mad, right? And you don't actually take a second to look what you actually are. You just get the reaction, whatever's in your current experience, and you say, I am that. How do I get out of it? What you are is none of those things. What you are is just currently falsely identified with the anger, or with the upset, with the negative emotion, with the negative thought, with the negative feeling. But because you identify with it so strongly and you don't even take a second to look what you are in relation to the experience that is currently happening, you just live through it and you allow it to make you suffer. So, how to get out of it, right? How to actually heal this misidentification of what you are with the current emotion, the negative emotion that is present. It is to simply observe the emotion. It is so simple, yet it is the only thing that will ever work for you. If you are truly in this to learn how to create this detachment between you and your reactions, between you and the emotion that is currently present, you have to learn to simply observe. When the anger arises or the negative emotion arises, don't be so quick to be like, okay, I am upset, I am angry. Instead, be the one that observes what is currently being experienced, what is currently being felt. Observe it. Continue to observe it. Don't observe it to get rid of it. Don't observe it to change it. Don't observe it and label it as bad or good. Just observe it. And keep your attention on it. Again, no labels, no judgments. Simply pure observation. And what you'll notice, if you truly, wholeheartedly, and intentfully do this, is that you will start to create a separation between what you are, that which is observing, and what that emotion is, that which is being observed, to come and go. That is what you have to learn, my friend. Until you learn to recognize what you are in relation to all that is coming and going constantly, then you will continue to identify with everything that arises, and you will live it fully. You will live through it. So if happiness arises, you will live through that happiness. But when that anger and suffering arises, you will also identify with it and live through it much longer than you really have to. And so the problem here is not what's causing this emotion. The problem here is not that this emotion is even here. That is not the problem. The problem is that you fail to recognize that what you essentially are, that awareness, the problem is that you fail to recognize that what you are is untouched by what the current experience is. That what you are remains undisturbed, stable, always, changeless. And what you are watches this emotion come out of nowhere and go back into nowhere. You watch these emotions come and go, yet there's something stable here, that there's a sense of me that is always present, that is observing these emotions come and go. You fail to recognize what that you actually is because you are too busy giving all your attention, all your focus, living energy to what arises and is constantly coming and going, and you're just so occupied. It's almost like the kid at the carnival who's just so occupied by everything, just completely lost himself and just like looking at stuff like in awe, right? So that's us with emotions usually, and that's us with experience. We fail to recognize the everlasting, ever here, ever present presence, awareness, which is the most fundamental aspect of our experience. And we constantly identify with the objects of our experience, meaning your thoughts, your emotions, your sensations, perceptions, experiences, circumstances, people, whatnot. So what I'm asking you to do with this exercise is that when these emotions or these negative thoughts or whatever it may be that is arising, don't be so quick to adopt that, yes, this is me, I am this, I am that, and then live through it. Don't do that. Take a second to pause, stop everything, and ask, right? What is this me that is actually observing this? Right? And if you don't even want to take it that far, first simply just start by observing the emotion itself. Observe it where it is within your body. Observe how it is in your experience. Where are you feeling it? Right? Observe. Just observe. Don't observe the story of what is causing it. Don't lose yourself in thoughts of what, okay, this person did this to me. It's all irrelevant. I promise you, as much as it may seem it is so relevant, it is completely irrelevant. The story of what is happening does not matter whatsoever. And if you stay hung up on the story of what is happening, then you will continue to identify with your experience and get nowhere. So if you truly are wanting to heal yourself from this misidentification, then you have to learn to observe the emotion, the experience non-judgmentally, and let go of what is causing it. No matter how much someone may be causing you trouble or the situation is like traumatizing you, whatever. Don't focus on the situation, focus on the emotion, the experience of it right here, the most intimate experience to you right now. What are you feeling within? And simply observe it. And those few of my viewers who believe that whenever I make these sorts of videos where I tell you to observe, I always get a couple of comments where are like, well, Sunny, everything you focus on grows. So you're actually misdirecting people. I want you to go deeper. Don't just believe that teaching on a surface level. Understand that there are different types of attention. There are different types of observing, right? There's positive, negative, and neutral, where positive and negative we do through this person perspective where we're focusing on something that we want, right? So that's positive attention, focusing on something that you really want, thoughts of having what you really want. And that's good. That helps us create what we want, helps us grow that. When we are in negative attention, we're focused on something in a negative way, or we're focused on something that we don't want, something that we want to avoid. Problem is that if you focus there, it's still going to grow, right? It's still going to be something that you create. Now, what I'm asking you to do in this particular video and all my other letting go of emotions videos is simply to observe. Not positive, no negative, no labels, no judgments. In order to have positive or negative attention, you have to be focused on it in a certain way, with a certain thought, through a certain filter. Right now, I'm asking you to go deeper. Go past this person perspective. Become the observer. And simply observe without any judgments, without any labels of good, bad, wanting to keep this or wanting to get rid of it. It's just pure neutral observation. And what this allows you to do, it allows you to create this detachment between what you actually are and the experience that is occurring, that is currently coming and going constantly. Even in positive and negative attention, you remain identified with the thoughts of in your awareness and what you're focused on outside. Here, I'm asking you to go deeper. Recognize what you are in relation to what you are focusing on, to what is arising in your awareness. Only when you create this detachment between you and object of perception, only then can you ever gain this sense of wisdom, this sense of detachment that will allow you to navigate your experience in a conscious way. And no, this does not, if you observe your emotion, it doesn't make it grow, it makes it dissipate. It's almost like a healing effect on your reality. With neutral attention, if you simply observe, it's almost like a healing effect on your reality. It's you coming to recognize you, the present, I. And it's you creating a detachment from, it's you creating a detachment as what you feel as a sense of me. Before, you are identified falsely with the objects of perception, all of these reflections that were coming and going, all the images on the movie screen. But when you simply just neutrally observe, over time, as you continue to do so, you gain this, oh, I am not that. I am the observer of all these images that are coming and going. What is it that I am? And that is the inquiry that is going to help you take this way deeper. So again, don't be so quick to identify with your experience. And don't be so quick to come at me with that belief where it's like anything you focus on grows. Go deeper. Don't allow yourself to get stuck at any belief stage. Okay? Always be open to certain possibilities of you still being, that belief still being incorrect. So I encourage you to try this. This is the only thing that will ever work in terms of letting go of being reactive. You are the eternal witness. When you observe, you adopt your true role rather than believing that you are this person, the doer of your actions, the doer and the creator of your life as the person. That is not true. You are the eternal witness, the real creator. You are the observer. So take your true place. And not only when you're feeling negative emotions, start to do this even when you're experiencing positive emotions. Practice when you're feeling pleasant, right? And then you can actually execute when you're feeling negative and not lose yourself in all that fear and anxiety and negativity. This is true awareness. This is how to truly deepen your sense of self from person to awareness, right? One of the ways. And only then gain the ability to actually navigate your experience to where you want it to go. Because until you're identified with all these emotions and thoughts and the physical you, then you will be you will identify as part of the movie, as your movie character. And the movie is already written. So you're not going to have any control. But only when you realize yourself as the person sitting in the movie theater watching the movie, can you then actually have some sort of leverage and ability to direct your experience to where you want it to go. Only then can you have choice. So if you want to create in this way further, and you want my guidance to do so, if you want to truly create from a higher consciousness mindset and let go of all this stuff that is not you and actually recognize the true you and create through that, then click the link in the description box below and check out my accelerated reality program. Schedule a free consultation with me. We'll discuss if this is the right fit for you at this time. But for those who are not interested, try this. Simply practice this. Observe, observe, observe. Take your true place, right? And recognize yourself as the observer of all that is observed to come and go. What is coming and going cannot be you. So recognize that which is always here, that which is always sensed as stable, changeless, unmoved, undisturbed. The real I. All right, so I hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up and share this video with a friend who would also find it helpful. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, right, for more videos like this. Let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. If you have any questions or or whatnot, I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.